What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike Sasser, boudoir photographer in Los Angeles, California, and I have been making some YouTube videos for you guys for about a year and a half now, and I get hundreds and hundreds of questions, but the one question that I get over and over and over again is, how do I find models? How do I find models to shoot? Where do you find your models? I want to start shooting, but I don't have anybody to shoot. So instead of making like a really short YouTube video that would only cover about 10% of the topic, I am so excited to be sharing with you guys something that I've been working on for about the last year. I actually went out to set up shoots with models in Hawaii and Bali, and I recorded the whole thing. And when I say I recorded the whole thing, I mean that I did screen capture on my phone. You see the exact messages or conversations. You're gonna see all the posts that I made on Facebook, Craigslist, and all these other places and see what worked. And that's not all this course is, because with two of the models that I found, I went out and recorded uncut behind the scenes footage with them. Now I know you're gonna be saying, well, Michael, of course you've got a big following on YouTube, on Instagram, and of course people are gonna wanna shoot with you. Well, I actually did this with my smaller old videography account that doesn't really have any boudoir pictures on it. It doesn't even really have any portraits on it. And I used this method with that account as well, and it worked beautifully. I even have a section talking about what to do if you don't have a portfolio at all, if you don't have any pictures at all, we cover that too. So in today's video, I wanna give you guys a few tips from the course. I wanna show you a little bit of a preview from the course that's gonna start helping you guys out. And the first one is, how do you find your models? Not only that, but I think people are really like, they wanna just shoot anybody that will photograph with them. And I found that there are certain things that make people easier to photograph and other things that make them more difficult to photograph. So I'm gonna give you a few tips on some of those things right now. So the first thing I did was, when I did my search for Hawaii models, or Hawaii model, you can see that there's 31,000 posts. And what you can do is you can follow that. So if I tap unfollow, I can tap follow that. And what'll happen is, anytime somebody posts a new picture that has Hawaii model tagged, it will show up in my newsfeed just like it's somebody else that I follow. So this is how I've been able to, without even thinking, just scroll through my Instagram feed and like and comment on these photos of both photographers and models. Here's a girl, she looks a little young for my typical website. You know, she looks very, very young, but she might work for a YouTube video or just a creative shoot, something like that. This girl looks good, but she definitely has this blank stare into the camera, which is fine. I know how to teach away from that, but usually that means they're a really beginner model. And if they're a really beginner model, sometimes that's harder to work with than somebody who's never been photographed before and is just completely open to direction.
So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is the same as I did. So I went to search for Bali model, and we're just gonna search here 105 posts. And now my goal here is to find pictures of women who are comfortable like posing in swimsuits or in lingerie, or that look, you know, kind of more like modeling scenarios. This is a pretty cool picture. Let's go ahead and click on this girl, 1,300 likes. So she's gonna have 80,000 followers. So that's probably too many for what I'm looking for. If you've got a bigger following like Steven, you know, you could probably get away with that. But for these, I'm really looking for people in the like less than 10,000 range. So here's another girl, let's select on her. She's got 50,000, so maybe that's probably enough to like bookmark. We'll save to collection, we'll save it to Bali models. So let's see if we can find a girl that's got 320 likes. This is perfect. So let's click through her. She's out in swimsuits, but she's pretty covered up. This might be a bigger jump for her. Here's a swimsuit photo, but this one looks a little bit more risque. All right, we'll add it. So we'll take this, we'll add this to the bookmark, save to collection, save to Bali models.
Now again, this course isn't just about how to find models, it's about how to get them comfortable. It's about how to communicate with them during the photo shoot. It's about how to create these amazing pictures with them. And for this, I really wanted to get you guys inside my head. So in these behind the scenes videos, I didn't do anything where I stopped and I looked at the camera and I said, here's what I'm gonna do. I just did it. So you can see my rapport as it gets built with the model throughout the shoot. And then what I did was voice over the different parts that I wanted you guys to hear that I didn't necessarily want her to hear. So here are a few clips from that section of the course.
Just because one thing is working really, really well doesn't mean something else won't. In this shot, obviously shooting the full body was looking really amazing, but getting up a little closer, trying to get a little tighter shot, is gonna add some variety, maybe even make for a better picture.
Oh my God, wow. So cool. sun.
Let's do one with your feet facing in that way. And you can either like put your hands, your elbows, or something like that.
If I'm working with somebody who's never had their picture taken before, I'll still instruct like that. I'll say the position they're supposed to get into and then throw some suggestions and then continue to instruct them as we go.
That's perfect. Separate your knees and your feet. Yeah, there you go. Do one peeking down your shoulder line. Down this way. This is so dreamy. Hey there, I love that.
I personally continuously compliment the girls just to let them know they're doing a good job. Positive reinforcement gives them more confidence, and in my opinion allows the pictures to continue to be really good.
So the other thing we're gonna do, so asymmetry. So instead of having both hands up or both hands down, one up, one down. And then actually I'm gonna use this guy. A little foreground blur. Amazing, that's perfect. Chin down just a touch. Taking that deep breath, I love it. Exactly, I love this. Okay, do one peeking out that way. Chin down. That's great. Okay, with this hand, pull it over just a touch right there. It's perfect. Okay, deep breath. I love that.
Not that she needs it at all, but this is a trick that I'll use to make somebody appear thinner. I'll just use a foreground object, put it in front of the model to make it appear as though it's taking up less space.
So I hope you guys have really enjoyed all of the free content that I've put out this year. I have had so much fun answering all of your questions and helping you guys get to where you want to be on your boudoir journey. When I put out something that you're going to invest in, I really want to make sure that I put in everything that I know, that it covers everything from start to finish, and that it's going to be so valuable for you. So if you're looking to find models to set up shoots anywhere in the world to learn how to create these amazing photos, then this course is absolutely for you. Again, I've screen recorded everything from my phone to my computer screen, all of the messages, all of the contact. Listen to my voiceovers as I go through and shoot so you can get inside my head. You guys, this is going to be amazing. Something extra special, if you guys were around since last year, I really only run one big sale a year, and that is Black Friday. So if you're watching this Black Friday week, you should be so excited because this course is going to launch with a huge discount. And if you're not watching this Black Friday week, I honestly think this course is worth easily double what I'm charging for it. So if you have any questions, leave those in the comments, and I can't wait to help you guys reach your goals. I'll see you next week.